Hello Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 Rise and Fall in our ill-fated Swift Talk Lightning War series. So, let me tell you what's going on with this episode up front. I have already recorded this episode, and I decided to re-record it because I realized there's something really fun that I could do with it after the game ended. And so, not to spoil the suspense from the end of the last episode, but I don't think I'm going to spoil it too much for those of you who are familiar with the game, because you're looking at this going, there's no way you can stop Pedro from getting that last tourist, Hadrian. And you're right. There's no way. We're going to lose this the second I end this turn. It's going to happen. There's no way to stop Pedro from getting that. I do hope in the future, I'll go ahead and say right now, I do hope in the future that they add a way for you to mess with that number more directly in the game, in the same way that you can mess with, say, wrecking a space center, or converting a religious city to move the needle on a religious victory, or to push back against a religious victory like we did with Harold earlier in the series. So what I'm going to do with this episode is just spend a few minutes here talking about things that I could have done differently, and you guys can talk in the comments as well if you want. Just some lessons learned, not only from a gameplay perspective, but also from a series setup perspective for future Lightning War series going forward. And I've already hinted at this a couple of times already. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to end the game. We're going to play through the turn, and then we're going to click just one more turn, because I didn't realize you could do that until I was watching the original recording of this back. And I was like, oh, wow, that's a really fun option if I wanted to, say, spend the remainder of this episode, the last episode of the series, wrecking Spain. So we're not going to do any more than this, because I've tried to do epilogue content on the channel in the past for the Elder King in particular, and no one watched it. But it just wasn't that interesting, I think, to a lot of folks. So let me talk really quickly, first of all, about strategic errors on my part. When you are playing on any difficulty higher than, say, Emperor, so if you're playing on Immortal or Deity, but even on Emperor, you need to have an army early on. And especially on Immortal and Deity, you need to be conquering cities early on. You need to add some cities to your territory while you're building up your empire otherwise, because the bonuses that the AI gets at the second highest and the highest level, we're playing at the second highest now, are so intense that if you don't give yourself a buffer by capturing some cities that you couldn't have otherwise built on your own using your own production time, there's no way you're catching up. And that's just the way that it works. And that's part of what happened with Pedro in this particular series. So early on, could have had more of a military, and if I'd had more of a military, I would have been able to respond to him more swiftly, no pun intended, when he attacked me. I could have even maybe taken his cities, perhaps even taken his capital in the early game, and that would have completely prevented this entire situation from occurring. So lesson number one, let's go ahead and build a military earlier on. And by the way, I have played recently, just yesterday and the day before, I played a couple of different games of Swift Talk Lightning War, basically. It's the same game, different settings, different map, different opponents. Yesterday, for instance, just to give you an example of how differently things can go when you have a different map, I had Wilhelmina, the Netherlands, declare war on me early on. I destroyed her, completely conquered her, took all of her cities. Spain then declared war on me. They were right next to me in that game, no ocean between me or anything. And I went back and I started taking their cities with a little bit more difficulty, but I was doing it. So having that army early on makes such a huge difference. The second thing that I did that I feel like made a big negative difference, I've talked about this a little bit. I was excited about Rise and Fall. I still am, and I'm still learning it. I've played a lot more offline now. I still haven't beaten a game of Rise and Fall. I'm saving that for Great Scott. But here's the thing. I've been so excited about the alliances system that I was eager to ally with Pedro in this game when I had the opportunity. Also because Pedro and Lautaro are continent buddies in real life. You know, the nations are on the same continents, and there were some people from Chile who requested that I play as the Mapuche, and I thought that was another way to throw the entire that area of geography a bone and just say, hey, like, let's have Pedro be our ally. But I think in retrospect, again, hindsight is 2020, that ended up like really helping him and hurting us as far as being unable to avoid this unstoppable culture victory, which, again, part of it is the fact that there's not a way to really mess with that visiting tourist number, which that can be addressed on the gameplay side in the future, on the game design side in the future, hopefully. But anyway, now that I've talked about that, you guys can share more in the comments if you have any feedback or just thoughts on the series. I definitely, also, if I didn't mention this, I don't think I did, I will be turning off religious victory in the future, going forward, for Lightning War series, not for all Civ 6 series. For series with more opponents, with bigger maps, it's fine. But when you have a small map with few opponents, a religious victory, especially one opponent on high difficulty that is determined to get a religious victory, the series is called Lightning War. It's supposed to be focused on rapid ground warfare and conquest in action. And I personally, I hope I didn't let it show too much in my commentary, but I was actually quite frustrated with this whole thing going on over here when Harold pulled my attention away from everything I was doing and had me start focusing on religious units to fight off that. I mean, I feel like I responded to it pretty well, and that was fun, but it didn't feel like it fit as part of a Lightning War series, and that made me sad. So when I do Lightning War series, a Lightning War series next time, as long as it's a Lightning War series with relatively few opponents and a small map, which I think they always will be, we will probably turn that. We'll definitely turn that off. So anyway, I'm actually going to play with fairly minimal commentary here because I would like to move through these turns as rapidly as I can. So let's go ahead and get started here. I'm going to repair the pyramids, and yeah, I'm going to fly through some stuff. One thing I'm going to do here, I'll tell you really fast. I'm going to build this this submarine because it'll draw the fire of this missile cruiser armada. Okay, this is another thing that's been happening a lot. If I try to get this army by selecting this unit, this guy here has a promotion waiting for him. It's not showing right now, or actually this guy does. So I think I have to select... No, maybe I have to select this one and it'll get the promotions. Let's see if it happens. There's been a bug with this every time. Okay, it worked. So you have to select the core, but I've noticed with Rangers in particular, there's an issue that the last time I tried to re-record this, I had to cut it because my printer made a random noise. But when that happened, the bug occurred and I lost those promotions, and that was really frustrating. So anyway, let's see what we can do. See, we get a little bit of a last hurrah there. We still get to take Manaus. Pretty fun. And then let's see. We just send you home. Just need to have that Raider army heal up. Let's see. Nice. We're going to go with cryptography so we have better spies and go to the next turn. Now, I will let the Culture Victory dialogue play, or the monologue play. Listen to Sean Bean when he talks. Listen to the words. See if you can catch what's wrong with it. It drove me nuts when I first heard it. Missile Cruiser Armada took the bait. And that's game.
From the dust to which our civilization first rose, so too shall we return. As the light of our people fades to nothingness, we wonder if one will rise to rekindle our flame.
From the dust from which our civilization once rose, so too shall we return. It's just wrong. Anyway, just one more turn. We're going to keep going. We're going to mess with Spain. So as quickly as possible, I want to make peace with Pedro here. Let's first of all, let's back off. Let's move towards boarding so we can have better combat with naval units. And we're just going to move you into town here and then give you, sure, better sight range. And I mean, do I want to take one more city of Pedro's, or do I want to see if we can stop here? Let's see if he's willing to make peace now. Looks like he is. If I get him to cede these cities, yep, he's willing to cede the cities. He's willing to give me lots of gold. He's willing to give me lots of gold per turn as well. Ooh, hello. This could make the war with Spain pretty interesting. Wow. He's actually a lot more desperate than I thought he'd... Okay, I'll take that. Okay, he's not going to give us special resources. Damn. He will give me that resource, though. And he won't give me that one. about those? No? But you will give me cosmetics. All right, give me cosmetics. That'll help make my cities happier. And he's going to cede all of the cities that we took. And he doesn't have spy in mind. So, okay, accept. All right, so there we go. Peace with Pedro. Let's establish an embassy. Not interested this time. Of course you're not. Of course you're not. So, let's go ahead and do a few promotions first. Why did that make a random unit death sound when... Did you catch that when I promoted the observation balloon to a drone? Was that supposed to be a guy dying because that was the man-made task being offloaded to an AI? That's kind of depressing. Depredation, pillaging costs only 1 movement point. Yeah, we're going to be pillaging the crap out of Spain in a bit, so that sounds fine with me. Alright, now this builder here we can use to clean up in YnAMP, and I still have more gold with which to buy builders. We're going to keep spying on Pedro. We're going to keep messing with him. This guy will be a Spec Ops unit before long. Alright, let's do a great work here as well. Still going to take his great works. We're going to troll him. Spy from the Spanish Empire was captured during a Siphon Funds mission.
Isn't everything, why do they keep score?
And a counter spy was promoted. Good. Okay, so I think... Let me go ahead and go for rapid deployment here so we can move units between airports. And then this great artist will do fine. Repair the sewer in Grulhos, repair the watermill in Rio. Let's move you on. Oh, wow. They were able to cross immediately. Love it. Love every second of it. Yeah, unfortunately, this... I really don't like that the promotion indicator keeps popping up for units that don't have promotions. They've gotten all their possible promotions, and so it's just popping up ad nauseum every turn, and I can't do anything about it. Frustrating. Alright, so clearing that contamination from the nuked city. And then this ranger army is almost ready to get in the water. Alright, this is our counter spy who got promoted. Ooh, disguise. Takes no time to establish presence or neutralize governors of 2 levels more experienced. Let's give you no time to establish. How about that? Now, we have a couple of drones that don't have... That's right, this... There's an artillery unit that actually didn't have any support troops. Let me just bring everyone down all the way. Now it looks like I can airlift now, which is weird because I don't know why it's giving me the option to airlift if I don't have the unit yet, or if I don't have the Civic yet. I'm not sure what's going on there. Great artist. Ironically, we are now creating new great works of art in Brazil's old capital. No, you don't get to make demands of me, Spain. I'm about to run over you, dude. Neither do you. Knock it off. Okay, so Brazil has completed the moon landing. It'd be funny if Brazil won a culture and a space victory in one episode, but they can't now. The game's already over. Doesn't matter. Let's see. I don't think Rio has a trader. Does it? No, it doesn't. So, trader. Trader. It does. I think Grulhos does, though, right? No, you don't either. Oh, that's right. You got plundered, didn't you? I think that one got plundered in a previous bit. So clear the contamination, and there's one more tile that we can clear. There's also an aluminum tile there. That's good to know. I actually do have aluminum. Never mind. Also, I have envoys. Hello. Didn't really need to buy that outright, but I did anyway. YnAMP needs to rebuild so we can give them another trader. But I want to have them finish repairing the pyramids first. Just train another spy. That's fine. Alright. So having this drone support this artillery, or this field cannon unit is completely pointless. But I'm doing it anyway. And next turn, we will definitely be able to promote that ranger, I think. Okay, you're going to counter spy. Same place as always. You're going to stand on the campus, please. Okay, and then this can go here. Okay. We're almost ready to declare on Spain. I mean, he's a lot weaker than Brazil was. He'll be able to put up a decent fight, but not nearly enough of one, I don't think. Especially once we have spec ops in the area. They'll be fun to have in range. So much better than scouts. My god. Also, we're about to get extra food from fishing boats, so all of our cities will grow faster as a result of this.
In the hierarchy of the major poetic substances, plastic figures as a
Sorry, Sean. Got stuff to do. Air contamination. And now we need to repair some tiles. As well as repair the Forbidden City. Okay, tech-wise, what can we do? Let's do combined arms. Wow, the Forbidden City's taken 14 turns to repair. Didn't see that. Actually, wait. There's our spec ops. Quite happy about that. I'm just about ready, I think. Let's see. What else can I do here? I'd rather have you trade with Rio, actually. It's a better trade route for you. You should also trade with Rio, actually. And you can trade with YnAMP. Because you are Rio. Okay, getting close. Just need to get the units across the water, and then this might go somewhat quickly. We'll have to see how... We'll probably attack Barcelona first. It's the smallest city. Spain's got a couple of good wonders. He's got Colosseum. Mahabadi Temple's not really that great, but he's got Alhambra, so if we take Alhambra from him, that could be a nice military boost for us. Okay, so... let's build an aerodrome. They changed the aerodrome icon. It's red now. Interesting. Put that up there. Broadcast center, because we're still trying to build up culture for no good reason. Don't ask questions. Let's go ahead and build an archaeologist. Not that we'll get to it. Don't have that many turns left in this episode. And then Manaus. Just build a battleship armada. Governor title. Hey, nice. +1 production from each strategic resource. I don't think that's really going to help. I don't think we have strategic resources in YnAMP. Not paying too much attention at this point. We're okay. Yeah, I gotta say, when I get all these units in position, I don't see this going well for Spain. I'm just saying, I don't think it's going to be a particularly fun time for them. Let's repair the road. Yeah, the road got nuked too. You got to repair everything after a nuke. Thankfully, repairing doesn't take up a charge. Also, I'm glad I made peace with Pedro right away, because we're almost 20 minutes in, and I haven't even declared war on Spain yet. Took a while to move these units down, even with limited commentary. I'm just going to ignore that request. So got a destroyer now. We've gained sources in Sao Paulo. And what do we have here? I want to go for guidance systems, so let's just research what we need for the best artillery. And we probably won't get there before the end of the episode, that's fine. Karl Chapek, after whom a recent Stellaris patch was named. Go down. Oh, good. So you successfully stole a great work. It's good news. Alright, so the Spec Ops unit's going to go there. You can move up a tile. You can go there, and then you guys pair up, please. Okay, I think we're pretty much ready. Those guys switch positions. Actually, no, I should have... They'll be okay, but just need to be careful with that. Alright, so you stay there for now. One more turn, and we're going to declare. And we can kill a couple of Spanish apostles right away, hopefully. And do a lot of raiding as well. This will be fun. Okay, so this is a new spy, I think. So we're going to send you to São Luís.
My dear Miss Glory.
I'm so glad we have a spy named Tupac. It just cracks me up. Interesting. Nuclear submarine armada off the coast in Spain's territory as well. So Spain might still be at war with... Oh yeah, Spain's at war with Pedro. Pedro's probably going to try and conquer him at the same time we are. Of course you're going to steal our thunder, Pedro. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? Let's get that lumber added. And then I can use this destroyer to help with the attack on Valladolid. Okay, I think we're ready. Let's go ahead and do a Casus Belli. This is a war of territorial expansion. Yeah, I do think my army can compete. As a matter of fact, I think I can compete quite well. And look, if I just fire once on Valladolid, you immediately have... hang on, can I attack? I might be able to take Valladolid outright. I think I might. Yeah, I might. Hang on. Let me see if I can do this. If I attack it with one of my Malon Raiders early, or if I... Oh no, I can still fire with this guy. That'll work. Can you fire? No, you already did. Oh no, you haven't fired yet, so I can fire with you. And believe it or not, we've already taken a city belonging to our good friend Philip. Gimme, gimme. Alright, and then also... let's start pillaging. We'll move the Spec Ops unit in once it's a little safer. But let's see. You can ride in here and do that a couple times, actually. Good for you. Oh yeah, we're keeping that city. Are you kidding me? So it looks like it's going to rebel in the next couple turns unless I put a unit in place, which I can do. That's doable. So I don't know how much Spain will even be able to push back against me with their army. We'll have to see. Alright, this... You need to die. Let's go ahead and kill that apostle. Now we can fire with the Spec Ops and actually do minor wall damage to Barcelona. Which just cracks me up to no end. And I can move after attacking. Because I'm special. Just a little bit. Alright, so... Yes, that was a reference to what you think it was. Let's I can attack Barcelona. Or I can ride over here. How much movement do I have left? Oh, no, not enough. I will attack just because I feel like I can level these guys up from that attack. Oh, I actually can't. Need one more attack in order to do it. Okay, making me fight for it.
Great god of the ants.
We can probably take Madrid before the episode's over. We can do that. Just for the satisfaction of it. Alhambra is in... Ooh, Alhambra's in Madrid, even though that's right next to Zaragoza. That's a little bit odd.
A good plan violently executed right now.
Okay, so... I think I'm alright with all my current policies. I'm just going to keep them as is. And let's turn our unit's attention... Oh, I captured a builder, didn't notice that. How are we doing on Rebellion? 7 turns? If I position a unit there, will it be any better? I put that unit there? I mean, I've got the Destroyer Armada there already, but if I put an actual land unit in, will it make it? I'm not sure if it will, but we'll find out. Okay, so evidently, hang on. I'm just going to pillage everything, because it gives me faith. Meanwhile, I need to move you here, I guess? And then Spec Ops unit can be here. None of my artillery are in range. Oh, that's annoying. I tried to get some of them in range, and I can't, for whatever reason, move my artillery there. Hang on. Oh, that's really annoying. Why can't you fire on that city? That's really weird. Can you fire? Yeah, okay, we got the drone next to it. That's better. Okay, let's let this Malon Raider level up. And then we can probably go ahead and take Barcelona. Yes, we can. It belongs to me. And that'll help Loyalty and Valladolid as well. Yeah, we're going to keep it. Of course we are. Space Race. Ooh, Ferris Wheel. Let's build one outright. Can I buy an aquarium? Yes, I can. Yay for happier cities within 9 tiles. Immediately. I just bought that outright. Actually, no, the aquarium might not have done that. Or maybe it does. Yeah, it does. What about the Ferris Wheel? Ferris Wheel doesn't do that, does it? No, Ferris Wheel is just extra tourism. Doesn't make cities happier. Alright, let's repair the monument, because that'll give Barcelona some... Oh, wow. Rebellion in 2 turns. Alright, so we need to move now. Why can't you attack? Oh, that's a Brazilian unit. That's why. That's a good reason. That is a decent reason. Okay, don't have enough movement points left, but... I don't know. I don't want to endanger that guy needlessly, but... Chop these down, that'll help finish the Forbidden City a little faster. Ah, Conquistador actually took on the Malon Raider, and we did okay. Was not expecting that. Might be because there was a Spec Ops army backing them up from right nearby. Okay, this could be worse. If they really go all out trying to kill that unit. Yeah, see, Spain is just not that strong. So despite their best efforts, life is not really going according to plan for them. Interesting, ongoing military emergency. So there's only one participant that is, it's against me, but it's just Spain that is involved in it. That's hilarious. All right, so this Malon Raider, we're going to give them extra combat strength versus siege units. And then I need to move pretty much all of my units. So you can now fire on that city. You can fire on Madrid. Yeah, Loyalty and Valladolid's going up now, thankfully. I'm going to move this guy out. He doesn't need to be on the front line. Kill that guy. Okay. Now we're in a much better position to do some damage. Can I move you guys again? No. Still can't get all of my artillery right where I want them this turn. Yeah, you're not quite able to hit anything from here, are you? Damn. Alright, so we're just going to have this scout attack at range. Because he can. I love the Spec Ops unit. They're so much fun. Alright, and then Gulu Mapu, we are going to trade. No, we're not. Yes, we are. I don't care. Let's get a couple of research labs going. None of these decisions are going to matter too much, given that we're about to finish this. Let's go ahead and resume that. Yeah, you can't move any farther. You could, but you'd get hurt. I just don't want him to randomly take my city. Still pillage as well. Nice. I don't want him to randomly take Madrid because I'm weakening it for him. That would be lame. But he shouldn't. I think we'll be okay. Right, work heist. And go to the next turn. You're about to have a lot bigger of a military emergency on your hand than just Valladolid. That's funny. No, Pedro. You took this series from me. I'm not trading with you, sir. Okay, so new spy, or newly promoted spy, I guess. Foment unrest is at 2 levels more advanced. Sure. Let's do globalization. Does Future Civic have a governor title attached to it? So every time you research Future Civic, you get a governor? What? What? Every 9 turns, you would get another governor title at the end of the game? Do I like that? Is that cool? How's that play, you guys? Like, I mean, I'll find out when I get that far. Like I said, I haven't gotten to the end of the tree in any Rise and Fall games yet. I haven't had too much fun, but that's weird. All right, I'm going to go ahead and build the Estadio de Maracana very appropriately in one of Brazil's original cities. And then this spy, I already have a spy in São Luís, I think. Yeah, I do. They're sitting right there. So we'll send them to... I also got one in Sao Paulo as well. So I'll send you to Recife. Okay, too much non-combat stuff. Where are my combat units? There we go. Yeah, see... Alright, let's see what I can do from a distance here. Still fire. So we're going to move you here. Alright. There goes Madrid. Yep, we're going to keep that city. What else can I get away with? Snipe these guys from a distance. Oh, so satisfying. Oh, it actually didn't kill him. You're a bad shot, dude. What are you doing? What are you doing? All right, so we've still got some loyalty issues, but because we took Madrid, that should reduce the loyalty pressure in the area. That's one of the reasons I went for it when I did. Similar to going for Rio again. Let's repair the monument. Obvious reasons. And we did, in fact, get that extra wonder. So, you know, at that... Hang on, what do we got? 50% discount on all unit upgrades? Sure. I can go ahead and take Zaragoza with these guys right now. Oh, that's awesome. I was not expecting it to go quite this well. Alright, Toledo's walls are down. Yes, I know I can para-drop the Spec Ops. I know. Alright, Barcelona is in good shape loyalty-wise. Let's go to the next turn. I'm kind of curious to see if I could just conquer Spain in the next couple of minutes. I think I can. Pedro thinks I'm a warmonger. That's cute.
Rocket science has been mythologized all out of proportion.
Okay, so you need extra combat strength versus those type of units. This infantry army doesn't need a promotion. That's a lie. It's a dirty, dirty lie. Let's repair that commercial hub. Let's attack that conquistador so we can focus our firepower on more important things, like this next city. Now, see, here's the only thing. I better be able to ride up and take that. There we go. So there's that. It's mine. Now we need a unit in Madrid, so we're going to station that artillery there while he's occupied. Plunder a couple of trade routes, keep the city, and let's... What else can we do? Let's eliminate that great general for sure. And there is actually a... I can't actually move it, even though the game is indicating that I can kill that unit. Oh, I can with that guy, though. There we go. Excellent. That worked. I'm gonna have you heal for a bit. Same with you. You just guard. I don't even need you anymore. You counter spy in... Oh, no, you're not a counter spy. What are you doing? You're fomenting unrest, so I need to send you elsewhere. To a city-state, maybe? We'll take our Mach back. I'm just glad it hasn't been conquered again. Yeah, Pedro took Auckland from us a while ago, I think. One of the things that did us in, honestly. It looks like, is that Pedro's missile armor? It is. So he's actually weakening the units in that area. He's the one that's been attacking Toledo and Cordoba. So we're about to conquer Spain completely. I'm just going to finish this out. Why the heck not? Alright, so we can't quite get to Cordoba right now. But we can come in here and kill that apostle. We can go ahead and fire on Toledo with that artillery. Madrid is having a bit of a loyalty issue right now simply because there's no units stationed there. Can we go ahead? Nah, not quite. Not quite. Definitely get a trader there. So there's some support for some of the smaller Spanish cities growing. Always thinking economically, even when the game is almost over. Can't stop myself. It's how I think. Plunder another trade route. Oh, wait. Didn't realize this. Hang on. Ah, this guy could have totally ridden up and taken Toledo this turn. I could have used both of those Malin Raiders a little bit differently. Okay, that's fine. We'll do it next turn. Unsurprisingly, the Conquistadors don't stand a chance against the Malon Raider army. They're trying. And credit for trying. See, this is satisfying. I like this as an end of the series, even if the victory itself didn't go well. It's important to remember to have fun with these and not feel like we've somehow been through some terrible ordeal.
Aim for the moon. If you miss, you may hit a star.
That's such a lie. Okay, what can I do here? I kind of want to move you up here so you can fire on Cordoba. Because you should be able to, right? Yeah, you can. If I just move the drone to support you, and then have the infantry finish the job, Cordoba will fall, and we'll get a free settler. And then I have some artillery in position. And that's it. Pushover. Absolute pushover. Oh, what's the matter, Spain? What's the matter? What's the matter, Philip? Such a great character, the way he's animated in this game. Okay, well, with that, I will go ahead and stop this series here. I'd let this one go a little bit longer than I intended to, but this just because I was having fun with it, and we've ended up with a good bit of the map. We did lose the game to a culture victory, technically, but we still got our fun in with Spain, which is the reason that I did the re-record on this, because I realized that I could do the one more turn approach and conquer Spain, and we did so handily as well, which I mean, being able to do it in one episode is satisfying, right? So, again, just goes to show how differently things can turn out when you manage the variables in different ways, and also just when you get a different map. On high difficulty, it can be a dice roll. A lot of people talk about when you play Deity, sometimes you just got to re-roll until you have a start where you feel like you have a chance. And Immortal is close to that, but not quite like that. So, anyway, been a great series. I look forward to starting the next one with you guys. Tomorrow I decided to, I mentioned something different when I asked everyone about what they thought as far as whether I should stop this series or re-roll it or whatever. But I decided I'm going to go ahead and bring back Great Scott in the noon slot tomorrow, because I don't think that series is going to last much longer. So we're going to bring back Great Scott, and we're going to finish out that series hopefully within 10 episodes or so. That's a standard speed series, so it's a little bit not as fast-paced as this one, but then I've got a Civ series coming that I think everyone is really going to be excited about, so stay tuned for that. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys next time.